Hello, welcome back to Living Unveiled with Maddie. It seemed like just yesterday the countdown rolled into 2026. Yet, here we are, 11 days in and 11 days of the resources, time and opportunity God has entrusted to each one of us. Ask yourself, what have you stewarded and what have you allowed to drift? My name is Maddie and I am a writer, a mentor and the author of The Mask She Wore, The Rebirth. In our last episode, we explored Solomon's strategic brilliance, how he leveraged alliances, legacy and discipline to steward what was entrusted to him. Today, we continue with a deceptively simple story. Deceptively simple because on the surface, it looks straightforward, but the implications run deep. It is the parable of the talents in Matthew 25:14-30. 3 servants, equal time, equal opportunity, but not equal resources. One received 5 talents, another 2, another 1. Each was measured not by effort alone, but by how they multiplied what was entrusted to them. Here's the subtle insight. God gives each of us time, influence, and resources, strategically calibrated for what He expects us to do. The measure is not in comparison with others, but in intentional stewardship. The servant who buried the talent didn't fail because the task was impossible. He failed because he refused to engage, to steward, and to take responsibility for what was given. When my calling came, obeying felt too costly, so I walked in the opposite direction. I chose convenience over alignment, comfort over obedience, and in so doing, I wasted precious opportunities. It was only in the place of breaking, vulnerability, and surrender that I began to understand what stewardship really demanded. That raw, honest confrontation bettered the courage to write The Mask She Wore, The Rebirth. It reminded me, and now reminds you, that what you don't allow God to break, He will not build. Sometimes He breaks comfort zones, the unproductive hours we cling to thinking I'm just too busy, the highlight reels we obsess over, confusing noise for progress, the fear of showing up unpolished, raw and honest. When you surrender this, when you allow His refining, multiplication becomes possible. And if you refuse, the very talents, time and opportunities entrusted to you stagnate. So today, reflect. Are you stewarding what God has entrusted to you? Or are you busy confusing activity with productivity? Likes with growth? Highlight reels with fruitfulness? Follows with impact? Are you actively multiplying your time, your opportunities, and your talent, or are you merely drifting in busy motion? The talents, resources, and opportunities you've been given, visible or hidden, are your chance to show intentionality, courage, and alignment. Remember, what God wants to build in your life may require breaking the false security, the comfort, the mask you hide behind. So, lean in, allow the process, and steward what He has placed in your hand, faithfully and fruitfully. This is Living Unveiled with Maddie. Thank you for watching. God bless you. Until next time.